As you may or may not know, I solo queue a lot of the time. Basically, the only time that I really group up with anybody is on hero releases, just so that I can maybe, play the new heroes consistently, get good content out for you guys, and, test builds out, etc., etc. But the rest of the time, I solo queue, and a lot of you guys ask me why, as sometimes I get pretty damn salty. I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys as to why I solo queue. I think I have very good reasons, and you should solo queue too. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a pseudo Paragon guide. I am Sylphin. So, why do I solo queue and why you should solo queue too? The ultimate reason I think, and the best way I can put it, is it's simply to be a part of the system. The system right now is mainly intended for solo queue, in my opinion. There's no ranked, there's no separate grouped queue or anything. In my opinion, the system is meant to be played as solo queue. That is my opinion. Now, if you want the system to get better, if you complain about solo queue, if you want it to get better, you have to use it. Epic is really not going to change or improve a system that nobody uses, right? So you have to use and be a part of the system in order for it to really make sense for them to improve. You absolutely have to. That's hard for a lot of people to kind of accept, and that goes for everything in life, whether that be government or taxes or anything. It's hard. You have to be a part of the system, and you have to be a part of that growing pain. To not do so is somewhat kind of irresponsible in a way, but it's just video games. So that is why you have to be a part of the system. Now, the next reason is to be a part of a larger community other than, your 5-stack buddies. This really helps get to know people. You get to know people, you get to know people in your similar elo bracket, stuff like that. It gets really nice because you get to know complete strangers. This also helps the community become more connected. You get to know people, other people get to know you in other, in other ways. It's not just you and your tiny little group, and it just helps. I mean, secluded communities aren't shown to really thrive when diversity is a large part of the environment. This game has everybody. It has everybody in it. There's, the diversity is everywhere, so you have to be a part of that and enhance that feature. You cannot thrive and seclude yourself from being as a bigger community. Now, one obvious reason, and I do believe this, don't create an unfair advantage by stacking. By not stacking, you are not contributing to the unfair advantage that grouping is. I do believe that to some degree. Any pre-made group with or without comms creates an unfair advantage. Even if it's just you two, like two individuals grouping up, it automatically creates an advantage. You have some sort of knowledge of each other's playing. You know what you guys want to do. You already have a preconceived notion or understanding of each other. It creates an automatic advantage, especially 5-stack on comms. The advantage is too strong. It's absolutely too strong to be something that is healthy. This isn't ultimately fun for anyone. It's ultimately not fun, even you. And you will realize that somewhere down the line, when ranked comes, or when you're not able to group up, you will realize that, oh boy, I really relied on my teammates and I am suffering for it. You will realize it at some point. I promise you. What this also does is it creates a snowball effect. When you 5-stack, it creates a snowball effect that isn't good. Now, what happens is you stack, and the enemy suffers from that disadvantage. They stack, because they're like, wow, that was a ridiculous team. Obviously, they were grouped up. So they stack. Their enemy suffers, and they stack, and their enemy suffers, etc., etc., until people can't or just don't have the chance to stack, and they suffer. And they don't play, they play poorly, they get discouraged, they become toxic, another negative feedback loop starts, and the community as a whole suffers. It's basically a loss-loss scenario that has no good outcome besides just some temporary stomp happiness. That's pretty much about it. So basically, it's a no-win scenario, and you don't want to create that unfair advantage. Now, another reason, and this is probably my personal, one of the larger ones, is that you can help the community learn. You can be that person, a part of the group of in our community here that can help people learn. You can be a leader, a teacher. You can create a positive and progressive atmosphere in your matches. Okay? That will spread. It will spread. You can be that positive force and create a good vibe that can spread and be a wonderful thing. You know, and that's what is important. That's what playing games is all about, to be fun and enjoyable. That's just it. Matches will be better over time. Okay? More positive people, more even matches because we're not grouping, more learning, better games, etc. This just snowballs, just like the other one snowballs in a bad way. This snowballs in a good way, and you can be that. All it takes is just one person being positive, making somebody's day, not being toxic in return that just triggers them, right? Could just be having a bad day, and there you go. Another one of the big reasons is that the magic is truly amazing, guys. When the coordination and synergy happens, it's magical because it's with complete strangers. The magic of solo queue, it's absolutely amazing. I think that's why we play. That's why we play online games, guys. It's why we do it, right? It's magical because of with complete strangers. And even in the face of adversity and pressure, guys, the noble and honorable attempt to fight back, right? It feels incredible. Sometimes even better than a win. You know, when you are struggling hard to close out a game or fight back this obviously superior enemy, it feels really good when you can make a valiant effort. It's sometimes better than a win. That hasn't happened very much recently because there is, you know, the game has to improve quite a bit yet. But that feels so good. When you can make a valiant attempt and do really well, and that's just how it is. It feels really good. Finally, basically, if you are skeptical or worried about solo queuing and stuff like that, and if you are having a really tough time, don't worry, guys. Your time will come. Depending on what kind of player you are, you will eventually have your venture to shine. Just be patient. If you're incredibly, you know, if you're incredibly competitive and you just want ranked mode, it will come. Don't worry. If you want to just group with your friends, that is coming too. Don't worry. In the meantime, enjoy the community. Enjoy the community that's around you and be a positive member. Your venue will come to shine what you prefer to do. In the meantime, enjoy the community around you. Try to have fun. Be a positive force and learn from this trying time, and it will get better. Okay? So those are my reasons for solo queuing. That's why I solo queue. That's why you should solo queue. Yeah. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's not hard. But nothing worth doing in life is easy. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Nothing worthwhile doing is easy in life. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this. I just want to share my thoughts. This is what I believe. You know, if you guys, yeah, I can totally see that if for you personally, there's no other way to play this game. You cannot handle it. You cannot handle it. Other than grouping up with friends, you just can't. I understand. Just try your best to do to try solo queue. Just try your best. Because teaming up really hurts. Really hurts the community, but I mean, I totally understand if you're having trouble. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoy the Tank Iggy gameplay. That totally worked. Absolutely 100% worked. Because, boy, that was a lot of fun. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Please like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, share it with the community, and of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, especially if you found it useful, please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. If you would like to support me and what I do on a regular basis, please consider going over to my Patreon account where you can make a monthly pledge to support what I do and reap some pretty good rewards. Till next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive.